Where is Waldo Stadium? Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is the home of the Western Michigan Broncos, and the fans have been eager for this showdown for a while. Today, two teams set to square off in a MAC slugfest. As we'll see, the Kent State Golden Flashes taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Golden Flashes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. First down here for the offense. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Makes the grab, it's Daniels. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now...
A shot toward the end zone. It's complete. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Finds his target down the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
They pick up the first down on the drag route, and good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
The Broncos are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and make...
Off he goes! And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that line.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great...
And the ball's loose in the backfield. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And incomplete on the deep ball. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually see big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Gonna let it fly. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Davis will throw. Unloads to the right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Kent State!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. On first down, here comes this offense. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. At the 35, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback, he's got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll try to do it himself. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A low line drive and short kick. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an interception.
All kinds of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Trying to find his man on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The give is to Williams. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Davis looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Broncos are on the move. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Discards a man. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the golden flashes, racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now the play fake. Oh, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Hits the accelerator to the right. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, golden flashes. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He lobs one high down the left side. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul,
and the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this crowd is losing it. Frenzied after the back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Great throw, great catch. I know you smelt the pylon and you wanted to get in the end zone, but now you got 1st and goal set up in a great position to succeed.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You know, I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago, because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this 3rd down really tricky.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Kent State!
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Handoff to the single back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Davis will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Line getting set on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a...
Sent it downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The Golden Flashes are in the hurry-up. Gonna run it. It's Bennett. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game today.
The run from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into 2nd level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Safe completion on the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? And the Broncos will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
They'll toss it to the left. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Kent State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 28 to Cincinnati. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
Racing down the left side. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Broncos! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Power football with the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll leave it with him. Oh, and a move. At the 35, he's loose. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Bennett. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Golden Flashes are flying down the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Dances away from one. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The inside handoff. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go much down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Going to try to get it himself. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He caught it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to take off. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on the field.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. And with that, turnover time has expired here in the fourth quarter, but there is more football ahead. Overtime is coming. So here comes our first play of overtime. Now they'll run it on the toss. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Got it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Not even a thought to take the field goal. They're going for it on 4th and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. They're going for the touchdown here on 4th and goal in overtime. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. They take the lead here in overtime.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it. Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
They got it. The aggressive play call pays off, and they're up by 8. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown Broncos! Got it in, now they'll have to do it again with the 2-point conversion to tie. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Davis looking to pass. They get the 2-point conversion, and they needed it to force double OT, and that's where we're headed. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. The give is to Williams. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. And QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the golden flashes in the hurry-up. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football, I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
The golden flashes will have a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're already in position for a potential game-winning field goal here on 1st and goal in overtime. Barrels ahead. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got